get me at the wrong time, and I'm a bitch on heels. And I'm a bitch on heels.
And it's gonna be the death of me. Like,
One Richard customer earlier. Alright, son, come on. We can do self-checkout. Oh, sir, I'm sorry. It's only 10 items or less for self-checkout. I'm just going to ignore her. Sir? What? Yeah, hi. Sir, it is only 10 items or less through self-checkout. You're kidding me. There's nobody over here. Yeah, sir. Unfortunately, that is why there's nobody over here, because it is 10 items or less. You must really love your job. When I have to deal like dicks like you, no. But when I get to put them in their place, I love my job. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. A few moments later. Hey, you have all these machines over there and there's nobody over there. How come I can't come through? You don't have anybody over there. That is why we have nobody over here, sir, because it is 10 items or less. Ugh. One Karen later. I can come over here and do whatever I want. Doesn't matter how many things I have. It doesn't matter that there's a sign there that says that's 10 items or less. I'm coming through. All right, and then you just put in the code there. Yep, and then you just put it on the scale, and there you go. Go ahead and put it in your bagging area, and you'll be all set. Excuse me, ma'am. I'm so sorry. It's only 10 items or less through self-checkout. That is 10 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Me seeing other items under big items. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, yeah, we forgot. We got all those pies down there. She's right, honey. We can't come through here. It's only 10 items or less, like the sign says. So I go to help another customer, and I thought they had left to go to a register. Little did I know I come back, and they had just barely scanned two items in. She completely ignored me and what her husband had said. So, needless to say, she did not like what happened next. What is this? Why did it do that? It shouldn't have done that. Why did it do that? Honey, it's because it's 10 items or less, and we can't come through with the items that we have. We have more than what we can do over here. That doesn't matter. I have 2 payments. I can do whatever I want. It doesn't matter what the sign says. I am all high and mighty. I am more important. I am just like President Trump. And just like what I would say to President Trump, I'm sorry, ma'am, that is why your order got suspended. They did that remotely. My company did that remotely because they saw that I had talked to you, and they saw that you were going to be causing a problem, so they suspended your order. You're lucky they didn't freeze it. Well, oh, how dare you say that about our wonderful president? You know I am just like him. I will not take no for an answer. I will come through with as many items as I want to. You can't control me. You can't tell me what I can and cannot do. I have 2 forms of payment, so I can come through here with however many items I want, you stupid girl. I'll just go to another machine. And just like our president, you're fucking stupid too. They're going to do the exact same thing. My company is going to do the exact same thing they did to you on that machine, because they see this as you not listening or following the rules of self-checkout. It is posted on the sign over there, as me and your husband has pointed out. 10 items or less. How dare you call him stupid? Our president is not stupid. You're the one that's stupid. You cannot tell me what I can and cannot do. I am so entitled that I can do whatever the hell I want. Doesn't matter if I can have less than 10 items or more than 10 items. I could come through with a full cart, and you can't control me. Ow! Yeah, she was one of those Karens, believe it or not. I cannot make this shit up. I promise you, I cannot make this shit up. But she goes through a register, and she did kind of give me the stink eye at one point because she just kind of glared at me. I was looking down at the registers to see if we needed to call for any backup. Yeah, she did not like it. So I went and I talked to my coworker that had helped her later that day. And she said she didn't say anything about me and my telling her no, she couldn't come through because of how many items that she had. She was going off on her husband. And I feel so bad for him because he used the trigger words that are triggers for any woman or any man. I don't care who you are. Calm down. Yeah, he said calm down, and you are causing a scene or something. And I can't remember what the other one was, but he had used the two major ones, so it set her off even more. But he was trying to come to my defense because of, it does say you can only come through with 10 items or less. No alcohol sales. We can't do gift cards over at self-checkout. You have to go through a register. And she literally told him that it didn't matter how many items she had in her cart. We could not control how many items could come through because it didn't matter. She could come through with a full cart and they couldn't do anything because they couldn't control her. Is like, honey, we tell everybody this. I tell my mom this. She'll literally like, oh, do we have more than 10 items? I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. We cannot go through self-checkout. So if I'm even telling my mom this, and I would tell Pedro Pascal this, I would tell Chris Evans this, I would tell President Trump, I would it would be such a delight to fucking tell him to fuck off and go to a register or actually get the fuck out of the store if he came through. But it didn't matter who you are, girl. I am going to tell you the same thing I'm telling everybody else. It's 10 items or less. It doesn't matter how high and mighty you think you are. It's called rules. Learn them and follow them.
Hey, did someone call the ambulance? Because you've been throwing tantrums and it's gonna be the death of me. Like, you cry me a river, but would you consider just keeping it down pretty please, okay?
I'm the best you've ever had, the worst you've ever seen, your darkest nightmare or your sweetest dream. I'm a little extreme.